Hey y'all, me MDO here to give y'all a video. I'm going to show y'all some tips and tricks for putting a hose bib on brick. I've got this piece of brick here that I drilled a hole in, and I've got a piece of PEX pipe that goes through it. Okay. And basically, the problem is well, you got your hose bib 1/2 inch, and you got a PEX adapter, threaded adapter, male threaded PEX adapter, and then you got your PEX. And you can see that's it connected, alright? It's on there, alright? It's not crimped, but y'all get the idea. So what happens is it's on there, and you push it in as much as it'll go, alright? Now, basically, what problem is, as y'all can see, is there's a big gap between the hose bib flange and the brick. That hose bib should be flush, nice and tight up against the brick. Now you can mortar it, you could caulk it, or do whatever you want with it, but it's not going to look neat. And unfortunately, that's just the way it is. But really, you could try to thread that on there some more, get a couple more threads in there, but you're still going to have a gap. You're still going to have a gap. Now, if it doesn't turn like this and all that, it shouldn't if it's crimped on there right. But really, an advantage to that is that you can get a wrench. You can pull it out a little bit, get a wrench on here, and then unthread your hose bib when you need to replace it. Now that's an advantage to it. Now the problem though, a disadvantage problem is you still have that gap. There are some solutions that you can do. There are some different other ideas you can do, but you're not always going to have PEX. Let me show you. This away, take this out, put my piece of copper in here in this wall. Basically, what I'm going to show y'all today, now, sometimes you're going to have copper, like this. You're going to have a piece of copper like this coming out the wall, your brick wall, and you'll have your PEX on there like that, okay? You'll cut your cap off with your pipe cutter. Now typically what you can do is this. This is a 1/2 inch and 3/4 outside, 1/2 inch inside, 1/2 inch female sweat hose bib, okay? And you put it on here like this, and you push it up against. Now look. That is on there. Now, this won't turn if it's sweated on there. And it's anchored in the wall. But you still have that big gap. But there are other hose bibs that, as I will show y'all, that have the same problem. Now, you could put a 1/2 inch male adapter on there and all that, and sweat it, solder it, but that's not going to work. Here's another hose bib. American valve. I bought this one at Lowe's. Here's another one. You pull this out, and we'll put this one here with the blue handle on it, and push it back. That looks alright. That's alright. Got a little brickwork to do behind it, but that'll work. That'll work. You can turn it, the handle and all that. But you know, there's another way now that I found to do it, to connect a hose bib, and you don't even need the copper. You don't even have to have the copper. What you do, you take your piece of PEX back to original plane where you have your PEX pipe. And see this fitting is a PEX adapter. You put this on, and then you put, we'll put this red one back on here again, this one. You put that on there, and you push that back. You still got the same problem. And it's still going to twist and turn like the threaded one. You pull it out, put this one here on. See, and you can see the connection. And we push it back. And that's about as far as it's going to go. And you can see the gap behind the brick in there. It's really not, it doesn't look neat, and I don't like it. But if it doesn't move, and it's been there, and you're just replacing the hose bib, and it was like that before, don't worry about it. But if you have a boiler drain, though, I'm going to go get one. Other no-kink hose bib. Say you got this one here now, and you put it on there, and it's on there now, and you push this one back. It's still going to look, it's still going to be, I mean, if it was like that before, if you're installing it in a new house, it's not going to look neat. If it was like that and you're replacing the hose bib, and it was like, the old one was like that, it's, I mean, you shouldn't, don't worry about it. Because a lot of the times, it, as long as it's sturdy and it's not, it doesn't move or isn't loose and the pipe doesn't shake, it's fine. It's not a problem. Now you could do this. You could do that right there. But you could also do a flange thing. Or you could do this. You could do that right there and then push it back and make it look nice. But to me, it just doesn't look neat when it's like that. I don't think it looks neat. And I'm sorry to say, but this right here, I mean, that's alright. If it's wiggling in and out the wall, you're going to have problems. But they do make hose bibs where, let me get it, where this PEX thing is one piece and it's like this. Where instead of this, you've got the PEX. And I know there's a couple of companies that make them, and I'm not sure why they don't sell them in Home Depot or Lowe's. But it looks something like this, but you don't have that. It looks something like this. It's one piece. I'm not sure where to get them, but I know you can order them online and things. But the best way to the best way to attach a hose bib to your brick is basically what you're going to want to do if you have the pipe coming through the brick, like this one. Like this one right here, is to just solder this fitting on like this and make sure it doesn't move. But